Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Doggy Baldness, a Cure. Well, the plant we're talking about is the plant behind me here, which is Hip Hop Hay. How can you not love a plant with a name like that? Or commonly known to everybody else as the common seed buckthorn. It's got about 8 species, subspecies, and the range is from Atlantic Europe to northern Mongolia, northern China, western Europe, and Tibetans and the Chinese have used this traditionally in medicine, health drinks, and everything for a very long time. In fact, Genghis Khan has attributed the health and vigor of his men and his horses to this plant, using the leaves for fodder, and such like things. Now, you know, it has just some of the best properties that you could possibly ask for. As far as nutritional value, it's got like omega-3, 6, 7, 9, vitamin A, several vitamin B's, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Now, it's not surprising that this plant is touted as being a miracle plant. Go to Wikity and look it up. It has a list that is just phenomenal. Now, I think that the leading authority on these things in Alberta, as I am concerned, is a man by the name of Paul Hamer, and he owns the Saskatoon farm down in Calgary, and you got to check them out. They do a lot of work with these plants, and I'm going to head down there myself here this spring. Now, basically what's happened here is that I had a Pomeranian, 10 years old. She exhibited a major hair loss after having 3 litters and having some problems with the feeding end of it. After a while I noticed that she was completely bare. This is months after the puppies had gone. Completely bare from the top of her teats all the way through her belly, down through her crotch, and up to her bum. Now, I gotta tell you, it's not a great sight to walking around with your dog and your business hanging out. So I consulted with my wife, who is in the health industry, and consulted with a veterinarian and consulted Wiki. And basically what I decided to do is, the vet had told me that it could be the fact that you're not getting the micronutrients in the dog food that we're feeding them. So what I did is come out the back here. I've got a quarter of a mile this way, a quarter of a mile that way of these great bushes over here. All the natural medicine that my dog needed, all I had to do is feed it to her. We came out here last year. I started dropping some of the berries onto the snow. She started eating them, and she took a very shine to them, and she's been eating them. Last year she ate them for 7 months. Of course, because of the summer growing period, she was stopped, and now we're continuing on since November. She'll be doing it for another 7 months. Now, part 3 is going to come up. It'll be indoors, so I can actually show you the end results. And you be the judge. I mean, I'm no expert, and all I am is a guy with 50 years experience with puppies, a wife who's in the health industry, and a curiosity that is that big. And I think we're onto something big here. Now, this plant, to the olds, is basically known as skinny horse. And what would happen is that the soldiers would turn their war horses loose because they were, ill or used up, and sent them off to die. And what was happening is that on their way back, these horses would appear and they would shiny coats and healthy and everything. Why? Because they were in a climate where they were eating these. Yes, these. Now, there is a problem with trying to harvest these things. There's a big problem. Basically, the best thing to do is wait until they're bleated or frozen, and when that happens, basically what I do, and I always laugh at the pickers when they come out here and they're not aware of this and they end up with soaked gloves. This stuff really smells like rotting garbage at this time of year, so it's actually kind of funny. Now, the way I go about it is I just use my finger, my glove finger, and I just trip them from the back. Just like that. And in the course of about 10 minutes, I walk all the way up this hedgerow. I drop thousands of these berries onto the ground, and what happens over time that I go walk my dogs back and forth here, my dogs will come back every day here and pick through them and eat them until they're gone, and I have to make another batch. I'll just give you a show. My dog is just crazy about these things. Hang on. Well, there she is, munching away. The second time today. She eats probably about 2 handfuls of these things. Each one of the berries contains enough vitamin C, 10 oranges. And so she's getting very good nutrition here. A lot better than you get out of a can or out of a doggy bag. So I'm adding this to her nutritional intake throughout the whole year. And I'll explain that in part 3 coming up indoors. All right, now it's really cold out here. The camera's starting to stiffen up and do weird things. Anyway, okay, so you know how we do this thing again. Flip like this. Dog just loves them. I'll catch you part 3 indoors, and I'll let you have a look at the dog. And this is amazing as far as I'm concerned. You be the judge. You make up your mind. See you part 3. Bye for now.